Hi, good morning. My name is Karina. I've been asked by Ritmia to share a bit of a testimony. Originally, I was a bit surprised because I thought, how was I going to squeeze in my life's testimony in a few minutes? I could really start off with my life has really been a journey, considering that I've never really strayed from loving the Lord. I've always been in love with God. I've known him since I was little. I had wonderful role models, from my parents to my grandparents. I had wonderful friends too. I feel that I've been living quite a blessed life. But I did have situations that were turning points in my life. I would say it must have been 4. The first time was when my grandfather had passed away. And I was about 10 years old. It was quite a big thing that happened with emotions, and being so young, you don't really understand what death brings to your emotional mentality. And I questioned quite a lot of things. I questioned, how could God allow someone you love to just pass away or to leave so abruptly? And being that age, I also blamed myself a lot. I blamed myself for not spending time with him, not getting chances to speak with him or just love him more like I wish I could have. He also stayed really far, so it was a bit difficult to interact with him more. But he was a very important part of my life. He was very involved. He was a loving, wonderful person, and he was just taken all of a sudden. So it broke a lot of who I was, but I guess I could have rebelled in a sense through questions. I questioned a lot. What was the purpose of life and death, and questioning God, and how does this work? Why does someone you love pass away? And as I grew older, I realized that God is a loving, caring God. And he showed me that through my life as well, through the beautiful moments I shared, through the memories I had, through the personalities and the people I even met. And I thought it was absolutely amazing. And the older I got, the different turning points I received. I grew up thinking that I didn't need to be baptized because I heard the Lord, I loved the Lord, I spent time with him, but I didn't think it was necessary. But one day when I, at 17, was baptized, I realized it's a totally different experience. It's very important. And he unlocked a different love that I had for him, although the trials did not stop. Serving God is not as easy as a lot of people tend to make it. And I think sometimes we tend to, well, from my experience, we tend to blame ourselves for not being at a certain place. And as time even went on further, I got into a very unhealthy relationship. And I would say this was one of my biggest turning points, because I learned very quickly that even the devil knows your dreams and your desires and your love that you want. And I also learned that sometimes no is not respected at all. Not everyone respects you when you say no. And through that, I just learned as well that in my brokenness, I fell in love with God in a way that was even deeper than what I'd known. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't burdened through scary things or situations, but emotionally and mentally, I did go through things that taught me that through your brokenness, God reaches out through everything. And I fell in love even deeper than before. And from then, I went through a really heavy journey, learning more about who I was as a person, the mistakes I've made, the situations I've overcome, and the people that are even in my life that can be for a season there instead of supposed to stay. We're supposed to let them go too. And my 4th and possibly my final turning point was my current boyfriend. I met the person that God told me to be with, and I never thought it would ever happen. And it was just absolutely amazing. A person that he showed me what love really is about. But above all, God is my first love in this life, in his world, in his realm. And I am absolutely blessed and honored to be able to share a part of my testimony with you all. And I really hope that it could have touched someone, or even make you feel that you're not alone in this world too. And I really appreciate it, and hope you'll have a wonderful day. Thank you.